Coming up, it's a day in the life of BU field hockey star Maya Dennison. We'll head out on the water with the world-famous Boston University rowing team. Plus, look in on the men's and women's hockey programs as they ramp up for another exciting year. It's all next on the season premiere of BU Terriers Unleashed.
What's up, guys? I'm Maya Dennison. I'm a junior on the BU field hockey team, and welcome to my life.
Using her speed, getting past 3-4 Northwestern defenders. Players in front, ball goes in, goal!
Her name starts with an M, her last name starts with a D. If you can't guess that, go back to school, people.
Maya Dennison.
Wakey, wakey. It is 6:45 and I just woke up. We have an exciting day at practice.
Good morning! Good morning, Boston! It's Wednesday, so what does that mean?
That means it is competition day, and the winning team will either get a healthy strawberry or a very unhealthy, but I'm sure this is one that will be picked, cookies and cream.
Here we go, B. Let's do this thing. It's a competition day. Here we go, ladies. Full speed, full speed. Keep this energy up. You got it, Nick.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Loves how we competed today. Maya.
Booba Pride on 3. 1, 2, 3. Booba Pride! White team.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner! Cookies and cream. Comment below your favorite Pop-Tart.
James goes quickly. Chance here, shot, that'll be directed in. The shot by Hamill, directed in by Dennison.
Rubies! What up, ladies?
Check out our view!
OMG, the beautiful city of Boston. So I'll just take you guys on a little tour. So here is my room, my beautiful little room. Peep my outfit, my bed that I have to get a running jump to get onto. And of course, the view part 2. What's in my fridge? Let me show you. One of the most unique ones, I think, is one of my roommate Paige Mottner's red salmon, canned salmon.
Don't touch my salmon!
Definitely one of the weirder ones. My daily diet are mozzarella cheese sticks. Put them in your pocket. Going to class, backpack on. Oh, I'm hungry. Cheese stick. Just stop. The most important key to games is hydration.
I'm done. What up, Captain?
Yeah, this morning.
Libby Galini. She is from York, Maine.
The way life should be.
Uh-huh. It's game day, baby! Let's go! Let's go, BU! Woo!
The future is now.
Here we go. Ours. Terriers!
'Cause the future is now.
Maggie! Oh! Here we go, BU! Oh! And on! Dropping one, here we go! I need you to work, come on. Here we go, keep it up. You got this speed, Ellie.
With the shot on goal, kicked away, still loose. Dennison.
Goal for Boston University.
Here we go, guys, come on! Yeah, here we go, Rod!
The future is now.
Up next, we preview this year's edition of the legendary BU men's hockey team. Stay with us. Another year and another season for the fabled Boston University men's hockey team. And as always, expectations are high.
There's a lot of new faces. We always have a lot of new faces. The guys have been pretty good of helping the younger guys out, and the guys who have come in are really excited about coming in to play college hockey. It's been kind of fueled by Patrick Curry and his personality and kind of how he goes about business day to day. So him and the other leaders on the team, the other assistant captains, Patrick Harper, Cockrell, and Crotty. So we've got a lot of guys who've been around here for a few years that are pretty excited to get going.
It's a learning process, but I think we look to the guys who have come before. Obviously last year we had some great captains, and again in my freshman year we had some guys that kind of led the way for us, so we follow in their footsteps. But really we're just trying to work together to have the best culture in the locker room and have the best team possible.
The man leading the Terriers on the ice this season is number 11, senior forward, and this year's team captain, Patrick Curry.
He's come a long way, playing in the North American League, playing in the USHL, keeping his job there for 2 years, and finding his way here. He's always been a tenacious kid. He's kind of a glue guy in the locker room, and he's not afraid to speak his mind. So he's been a good leader in that sense.
It's a pretty good experience for me personally. Obviously stepping on campus here freshman year. From year to year I just try to become a better player and a better person in the locker room. It's a really special honor, especially to know those who came before me and ended up wearing the C. Everybody feels included in the locker room, and it's a really good culture we got going so far.
As always, the BU veterans will be joined by a slew of highly talented incoming freshmen, including 6 NHL draft picks.
Cross feed, save, Lackey, rebound, score. Zegras gets it.
All the guys we're bringing in are skilled and fast, which is what we're trying to build here. Obviously Zegras has top-end talent. He's a guy who's really fun to watch. He's especially fun to play with. And then guys like Dom, Vlas, and McCarthy on the back end are just solid guys who know how to move the puck and get the puck to the forwards, and I think they're going to be really successful in our system.
I think the city of Boston, I fell in love with it as soon as I got on campus. I mean, the coaching staff had a lot of interest in me, so obviously that's a big part of it.
Dom is probably one of the best skaters that I've seen here at BU. He's highly, highly competitive.
I think I'm a high-paced offensive defenseman who loves to join the rush, make plays, beat guys one-on-one. I think defensively I like to use my skating and close down gaps on guys, eliminate time and space for them.
Once again, this dynamic mix of talented youngsters and proven upperclassmen will be competing for a Beanpot Championship, a Hockey East title, and beyond.
1, 2, 3.
I think some highlights would be Patrick Harper towards the end of last year was really good for us, and he looks like he's back to himself. He could be one of the more dynamic players, which makes him one of the best in college hockey.
Here's Harper, going it alone. Harper shoots, he scores!
Teams in college hockey are highly competitive. It's pretty tight. There's a lot of parity within the league. Anyone can beat anyone on any given night, so we just got to make sure we're worried about ourselves and we prepare every day to play the way we want. The guys are really working hard here in the weight room, on the ice. They're just excited about being a BU hockey player, which is great for us, especially with guys who are coming in with some accolades. They're excited to be here and to get going and try to win hockey games.
Harper, across, they get it to Ferentz, he shoots, he scores! Tic-tac-toe, and it's in the net!
I think we've got a good group from the leaders on top and some seniors and juniors. They're telling us how cool it is to win here. We have a lot of skill and grit guys, so it's gonna be a fun combo to watch.
We want to win as many championships as possible. When it comes down to Beanpot time or the Hockey East Championship in the tournament, we know how to win in high-pressure situations. I think you're going to see a physical team on the ice, a team that's not going to back down to older teams, and ultimately just a solid overall team that plays a 200-foot game.
Harper on a high roll. This is back for Vlasic. Vlasic redirect and a goal. Patrick Curry.
Coming up, we'll hit the Charles River and profile the Boston University men's and women's rowing teams. Don't go anywhere. Some of the all-time greats of Boston University's long and proud sports history are immortalized in bronze along Commonwealth Avenue. The Golden Greek, Harry Aganis, hockey coaching legend Jack Kelly, and of course, the man who led BU hockey for 40 years, Jack Parker. Well, now, those towering figures will be rightfully joined by someone who has supported all BU sports like no other. Rhett, the official mascot of Boston University. Over the years, there's no one who's worked harder or sacrificed more for BU athletics than Rhett. Now the school is proud to officially recognize its longtime mascot with its own statue on campus. Congratulations, Rhett.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Boston University's historic and world-class men's rowing program is led by a coach who's been there and done that. Tom Borer, one of the most accomplished rowers in U.S. history.
I think the hardest thing when I first started coaching is people did see like the success that I had rowing on national teams or Olympics and thinking like, oh, this guy's just gonna make magic happen with us. There's no magic to it. What I do know is that nothing came easy. It was hard work. Recruiting now in athletics and college athletics has gone worldwide. Trying to recruit kids that have rowed at U23s, Olympics, Junior World Championships. It's a really high level of rowing.
On the women's side, there's an equally impressive history that includes national championships in 1974 and 75, as well as 1991 and 92.
We're really proud of our history as the first women's sport here and one of the first women's rowing teams in the country. BU is a great university to be an athlete at, and particularly a rower. BU holds such a historic position because it's a city that's so associated with the sport, with the head of the Charles, with the Charles River itself.
Sam, make sure you're swinging through here. Swing through with the upper body.
You don't know at the time that you're at the start of something, and to see all these women in great shape and, you know, rowing so well. I'm so proud of them.
It's really important to us that we celebrate that tradition and that we remember it, and that we really make sure that our current rowers know that we stand on the shoulders of these women who came before us and did so much work in the really early days to really set the program up for us and set the standard for excellence.
All Boston University rowing starts and ends in one very special place, the iconic and world-renowned DeWolf Boathouse.
The old boathouse had a lot of character. It was old, it was creaky, but you really felt a part of it. It was great to participate in putting in funding to get the new boathouse, which has really revitalized this program.
I don't think there's a better boathouse in the country. It's really a fantastic place to train every day. We're so fortunate to have the location.
You know, you walk into this boathouse like things just didn't arrive here. It's just years of work with alumni, you know, helping us out, and you've got to come down here and appreciate what you have, and to honor the people that have come here before that. Those are the type of kids that I'm looking for.
DeWolf Boathouse serves as the starting point for the Head of the Charles. It's a great event, it's a worldwide event, and if people haven't seen this event, it's something that they definitely should partake in.
250,000 people lining the shoreline of the Charles, and we're the focus, we're the start line. It's just a great feel and a great atmosphere, and it's a fantastic experience for our student athletes.
It really is a celebration of rowing. I always tell people if you're going to get married, don't get married on the Head of the Charles weekend because none of your teammates will come.
Along with being one of the home teams for the Head of the Charles, the BU men also recently participated in rowing's other premier event, England's Henley Royal Regatta.
The history of it, they still do things just back like they did 100 years ago. It was a really great experience for our guys. Drew Marrochello, our athletic director, came over. You know, for him to come over really meant a lot to not only myself, but to the kids on the team.
So the explosion of noise as the crews get away from the start. Boston University of the USA and Exeter University.
The Royal Henley Regatta, which from my own perspective was one of the best events I've ever been involved with. Just all the pageantry and all the history. It's just a beautiful event. It was great to see our team compete there, and we're about the student experience at BU. One of the things that we really think is an obligation of ours is to show our team the world. And when you get to go to an event like the regatta and you see the looks on the faces of your team members, it's great to be part of that, it really is.
Lots more still to come on BU Terriers Unleashed, including a visit to Walter Brown Arena and the women's hockey program. Stay tuned. Lots going on in the world of Boston University athletics, starting with big coaching news for men's and women's track and field.
We went out to search for the first time in 14 years. We ended up happily with Gabe Sanders. Gabe was with us as an assistant coach a couple years back. He's formed a team atmosphere. It's really a testament to the job that Gabe has done in a short period of time.
BU Women's Lacrosse is celebrating its 40th anniversary as a varsity program. Second-year head coach and former Terrier All-American Lauren Morton made sure this impressive milestone was celebrated in style.
Lauren's one of the great connectors that I've ever been around, and she basically connected the 40 years of women's lacrosse. We had a wonderful weekend of celebration. We had about 250 people. It was an atmosphere of great feeling and people feeling like they were back involved with the program. It was one of the more special events I think I've been part of.
Women's soccer marked their 25th anniversary with an impressive gathering of players past and present. But they all had one thing in common: head coach Nancy Feldman.
As they were introducing all the alums, all the past players, it stretched across the field. Every single person on that field was recruited by and played for Nancy Feldman. That's unbelievable. And to hear how Nancy Feldman affected their lives 25 years ago, it's pretty powerful.
Grace, Bree, here we go.
Over at historic Walter Brown Arena, the BU women's hockey team is off to another great start. Head coach Brian DeRocher is back for his 15th season at the helm and is definitely enjoying the surging popularity of the women's game.
Good shot, that's it.
Well, the biggest thing I've noticed is that the volume of talented players has increased by 30 or 40%. It's a reflection on the growth of the game. If you look at our team every single year, whether it's the United States or whether it's Canada, there's a wide range of kids who have those reasons why they came to Boston University.
Coach DeRocher is amazing. He's such a good coach, and I knew that coming in. You could just tell by the way he is walking around campus. Every day you just want to work hard for him.
He's very transparent with his players, what he wants, what he expects. He's not afraid to demand more from you in the best way possible, always pushing the girls to be better.
Naturally, the Terriers roster is loaded with high-end hockey talent, starting with junior forward Jessie Comfer.
Bouncing puck, here comes Comfer, she scores!
When you have somebody like Jessie, she's probably as competitive as anybody on this team. She brings it at the highest level, and I think her and Sammy Davis every day in this locker room, along with Tasha Tarnowski, who's another captain, they bring that tenacity to this program, and that's why last year it morphed into the direction it did, and it continues this year.
Cook lets it go, score!
Abby is obviously a very rangy, tall, smart, poised defenseman. You've got to love it when somebody comes in and makes life pretty easy for the coaches. She really does a nice job of spreading herself around as a good teammate.
I love everything about it. Putting the jersey on every day is huge, and there's so many big names that have played in this program before, and doing everything for them and the girls that'll come after is amazing.
Comfort back to the net, hands off to Scarpacey. She's got room to skate, shoots, and it's in! Brianna Scarpacey!
The coaching staff is super friendly. Once I got out here and I saw the city, but I also saw the campus feel, I fell in love with it. Also academically, they had a program that I was super interested in, so all around it was an easy choice.
She's unbelievably smart, she's real poised, she's super composed, she's got a confidence about her that allows her to do stuff in challenging areas. Bree is very accountable and somebody who you look up in big situations. She's always out there.
Donnelly sends it up top. Return feed to Susan in front. She goes 5-hole, the backhand and scores.
She's that up and down winger. She's very strong, sets the bar very high for everybody in this locker room.
I came to visit, and
From my first visit, my official visit, I knew that this is where I wanted to go to school. So it was a pretty easy decision for me.
Reagan Rust. Snap shot, score! And the Terriers win! And they're headed to the Beanpot Final.
When you play hockey for BU, one of the goals is always to win the annual Beanpot Tournament. After a long drought, last year's squad accomplished that mission in dramatic fashion.
Comfort drives to the net, throws one in shot. Sammy Davis scores! And the Boston University Terriers have won the Beanpot for the first time since 1981. That trophy is coming back to Commonwealth Avenue.
It was a long time coming. We needed that Beanpot over here in Walter Brown.
It was incredible, and then to be able to see that puck go in the net at the end of the game from Sammy was just amazing. The crowd going wild, everyone cheering and everything, seeing Coach DeRoche's family by the Beanpot, finally giving him that after all those years.
You can't believe how excited some of the past players were. We were so excited for them.
They've been really supportive of us, and finally it happened. I think it was a really special moment.
We build a community here that everyone supports each other, sports support each other, female, male, whatever it may be, both academically and on the ice or field, whatever it may be.
We all know each other, and we all know that we want to work hard and represent the school well. It's great to be a part of this community.
That'll do it for this edition of BU Terriers Unleashed. Remember, we'll be back covering Boston University athletics all year long. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.